I'm Joanna Zylinska. I'm Professor of Media Philosophy and Critical Digital Practice in the Department of Digital Humanities, and I'm also Interim Director of the Center for Attention Studies, which is part of the Digital Futures Institute at King's College London. And I would like to thank everyone involved in organizing this event, including the amazing Felicity Roberts from the Center, who's given us a lot of help, and for the support from many of my colleagues who will be presenting today. A few words about today's event and its organizing concept. These days, attention seems to be always positioned as a problem of scarcity at that. Attention, we just can't seem to get enough of it. Attention is a worry, a source of tension for individuals and societies, for pupils, students and educators, for parents and children, for clinicians and their patients or clients. But attention is also positioned as a cure, coming as it does from the form of mindfulness, the slow movement, be it related to food, reading or sex, and productivity apps. Have we always been attention poor? Or was there a time in history when we just had enough attention? But who is the we in this question? What kind of geopolitical settings and class differentials are we talking about here? Is worrying about attention not a sign of huge privilege? Isn't attention literally a first world problem? The idea of today's event is to approach attention in all its complexity by addressing these questions from a variety of perspectives. We'll be drawing on its etymology, history, and cultural positioning, bringing in cutting-edge research from multiple scholarly disciplines, from literature, philosophy, education, and digital humanities, through to psychology, neuroscience, politics, and business. In this way, attention can become for us a thought device, through which the complexity of the modern world can be faced and articulated. By paying attention to attention, we can offer ourselves to be attentive to each other, not just as humans with all our non-human entanglements, but also as scholars, thinkers, practitioners. While interdisciplinarity has been all the rage in academia, our knowledge creation practices are still very much siloed. So what we're trying to do with this event is look to attention to allow us to leave those silos, at least temporarily, to see what happens in other fields, what people say about attention, how and why they care about it in the first place. Like, my own work focuses on the relationship between attention and perception. I'm especially interested in how, in the current image-saturated world, knowledge is increasingly picture-based, while we ourselves begin to function as images for each other, for data companies, for databases of machine learning. I explore in my research how the flows of images and data shape our cultural, visual, and cognitive apparatus. And I do it from a philosophical viewpoint, which has a strong cultural and art historical underpinnings. But I'm equally interested in how we teach our machines to be attentive to us, be it as AI-driven care assistants and the more sinister face recognition algorithms. So how do machines pay attention to us? How do they see us? And if you want an answer to this, come to our second event on the 6th of December called How Humans and Machines See the World. My own work is kind of situated in the context of King's, and in the format of this interdisciplinary engagement that we've proposed for you today, it might look like we are ourselves already trapped in the short attention span situation, because we've provided you with a format of 5-minute short lightning talks from a variety of experts. The reason we are doing this is not because we don't believe in long-form arguments, in reading. Quite the contrary, we're also launching an attention reading group where we will be reading and also exposing ourselves to other media, but which will require some form of attentive contemplation and engagement. But today is something different. It's about creating a kind of horizontal community, activating maybe the horizontal community that already exists of scholars, students working on attention. So by being here, be it as a speaker or a member of the audience, hopefully you are going to become with us part of this network and part of this conversation, while also participating in mapping out attention studies, which King's College London is very keen to enact. This is a field in which academic research meets a wider socio-ethical obligation to figure out what it means to live well with technology and through technology, and not without or against it, were such a thing even possible. So it's a good moment to, again, welcome you all and to hand over to our first speaker, Professor Marion Thane, who is the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities, but Marion is also the founder of the Centre and one of the proponent of the idea of attention studies at King's.